This is Duke University.
Global trade and environmental justice.
Human rights issues are still.
The term Ubuntu.
About the Alien and Sedition Acts.
Is making inferential discovery.
The importance of an archive.
The John Hope Franklin Center.
Hi, so I'm Chelsea. I have had an incredible experience working with AE, and I really think it's been probably, as of yet, the most powerful life skill that I've gotten out of my academic experience here at Duke. I didn't do the Duke Engage Chile program, which in itself I think is a very interesting link to the idea that Duke students can go and they can serve internationally for 2 months, but then now that this is starting here, they can come back and bring what they learned and continue with it. And not only that, but you're getting both the international and the domestic side, which is incredibly important in two completely different ways, but it's being linked together through a single organization. And so I think that's powerful. I can't really speak to it because I haven't been to Chile, so I didn't get the opportunity to participate with that program like these two did. But I got involved with AE about 9 months ago, and I came back from studying abroad in Bolivia in fall of 2010, and I had an absolutely life-changing experience there. Not only the acquisition of language, but also just the culture completely changed a lot of the way that I see the world and opened my eyes to a lot of things, and it was amazing. And I came back, and I was like, first of all, I'm gonna forget how to speak Spanish because I'm not talking, and then I miss the culture, I miss the people, and I wanna get involved with something. So I found AE and began to help them write the business plan for the Duke Startup Challenge. And that was my original connection. And as you guys heard Ignacio speak, he just pulled me in with his charisma and his passion for this topic that is just unbelievable. And definitely won me over to the idea that this is needed here and that it has a lot of potential to grow. So this past summer, I'm a public policy major. I'm graduating this year, and we have a mandatory 3-month internship we have to do in order to graduate. So I developed an internship with their organization, with AE USA, and got outside grants to fund that. It was a little bit different than your average public policy internship, which is generally on Capitol Hill. But it was an amazing experience for me. And what I was really working on was working with the volunteers and building a relationship with Duke, finding out where, who, what organizations at Duke could be connected and lend human resources to AE moving forward in some type of sustainable way. Not one-off, like I come out for one day and I serve with you for 3 hours and, then I go back and live in my bubble of Duke and forget about the experience more or less. But something that could stream students to them over time and have students be responsible for their work, have them when they say they're gonna come out and make the experience more substantial. It's hard because students they're spread thin, a lot of people. We have a lot of stuff to do in our academics, and a lot of people have extracurriculars that they're highly involved in. And to get involved in a volunteer project sometimes is something substantial. It's hard to fit in, especially when it's not on campus. So the ways that I was looking at to deal with that issue were to try and get it into classes. We have a really growing service learning program at Duke, so I think that's a great way to do it, is to incorporate interactions with AE and work with AE into the class structure, which actually Darcy Lear is here. She's from University of North Carolina, and she's a professor there in their Hispanics for the Profession major.
The course is one of his first-year seminars.
Oh,
Yeah,
excellent.
it's a first-year seminar for freshmen coming in, and they're actually doing work with AE, helping with flyering and developing flyers and spreading awareness in the UNC Chapel Hill area. So the model is already there. It's just got to get into the classes here as well, and I think it's a great opportunity for people to get involved. And then after that step, people, after being exposed to something, if they believe that it's powerful and they want to stick with it, then can go on to develop their own projects, their own senior theses, work on things that resonate more with their skill sets. So for me, for example, I'm doing a year-long independent study, which essentially looks like a senior thesis, even though it's not actually, where I'm making a 15-minute multimedia film documentary about the startup process of AE in the US, so the successes and challenges, kind of a case study of what it's looked like so far.
Produced by Duke University. Online at duke.edu.